Good morning. How are you doing today? This is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg, Mester Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Just missed the 5 o'clock a.m. hour. It's now 6:06 a.m. But that's okay. Now, you don't want to rush things because you get a lot of things, and we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about slowing down to go fast. We're also going to talk about planning some ideas. It's a real short one as a coach, working with Scrum Masters and other people. And then I got some pet peeves I want to let loose. Maybe I'll do the pet peeves first, just because to vet them. And that's our show today. This is our 612th episode of the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, and I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And why do we do this show? We talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical, tactical way so you can get value to your customer, not work the crazy hours, get home in a decent time, have some fun, enjoy life, get home to family and friends, and enjoy work, right? It's not about going insane. Maybe I just work with a lot of insane places. They try to drive people into a hole. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment. But I like helping people, so wherever I can help them out and make their lives a little easier so they get home to their family and friends, I'm good with it, you know? So, pet peeve. I want to do my pet peeve first just because I want us to get that out. I don't know who in the UI UX world is telling people to take the sign in button or join or sign on or log on button or link away from the front page. If you're not going to use a login button at all, then you don't need it. But if you're going to require your customers to log in to do something, you damn well better have it on the front page. I'm just saying. Back in the old days when I first started, we didn't do any login stuff because we didn't have the technology. There was none of that stuff. It was just plain. But some UX, UI stupid idiot is out there telling people, oh, you don't need a sign-on button on your front page. Because last night, say put out a beta copy of their front page. I go on. I've been in IT for a while. I've done troubleshooting my entire career. I'm an engineer. That's what I do. Find things broken, fix them. I'm trained to do it. That's what we look for. And it's classic. It's classic. I go on. I'm like, sure, I'll check out your beta. I go on. I'm trying to log in so I can read my enablements. Guess what? There's no join membership. There's no login, member sign in, no nothing on the screen. I'm like looking around. I'm kind of surfing around. How do I get in to do my enablement so I can study and pass my test? Not there. I was pissed. I was like, damn it. And then I go look for like a feedback thing. How can I give you guys feedback? Go to the feedback page or the contact us thing. And it says contact form goes here. So in other words, it's not there yet. So I don't know what the beta was. Look and feel. I got so frustrated with the look and feel. I didn't really go through the whole beta thing because I was just pissed off there was no login. And you know what gets me the biggest pain in my butt? Well, two. There's a couple, but there's one. And then there was another company. So it's not just safe last night. So I had Verizon who took it away, and I kept telling them for a month. And I think it's on the show. How do you pay your damn bill if you won't let me log in? And then there was another one, my IBX group. They did the same thing too when I am a customer. And they're like, you guys got rid of the law, getting them back. I'm like, well, the other one they hit away was pay the bill. They changed the name to some weird thing. Why can't we just say directly what it is? Pay the bill. Go here to pay the bill. Why I'm going to your website most of the time for most of these monopolistic companies is I'm coming here to pay the bill so I can keep the service or get my health care or my health care or, cable, whatever. I'm just here to pay the bill. I'm going to go away. I don't want to deal with you people. But yet they eliminate that. So I don't know who the grand poobah is in the UI UX world is telling all these people to let's get rid of now. Here's the kicker, right? Someone's either telling them to do it or the developers don't know how to code a login script, right? Every book on how to learn to program, the very first practice example is to build a login script. Everyone. I bet you I can pull every coding book I have in my house. Those big, fat, thickened books. The very first one in there is how to log in. They teach you how to code a login script. But you know what gets me most? I have teams that screw up the login script. I'm like, every book from childcare, like in coding, like when you're 10, teaches you to build a login script. Yet we break the login script. Yet we do not have automated tests to make sure we do not break the login script. That's my pet peeve for the day. And just one other thing on that pet peeve thing. Of course, I snapped a picture of the bug because I've done this many times. I got it. Send an email to safe. Email comes back. Wait till they get my response on the feedback. I don't think they're going to want to send me back. Oh, well, we see the membership form. I'm like, really? Are you on the beta? The one you all sent me to go look at? So she sent me, or the person sent me, a picture of the membership form on the screen. Like I'm an idiot. Like I'm a fucking idiot. That I can't not see the membership where it's always been in the upper right-hand corner of the display. It wasn't there. So, I snapped a picture. And they're like, I love it when they try to say, and I appreciate it, but I also get pissed. They sent me a picture. Oh, it's here. It wasn't on my screen. So I sent back the thing. It ain't on my screen with the beta. Love people. Anyway, I guess I don't rant for 5 minutes. That's terrible. I just sucked up. See, that's what happens. This is why you do not have these. You have the time boxes tight, like we talked about yesterday. You don't have these side conversations because it'll go off. All right. So I'm done ranting. Please make sure your sign on button is on your front page. That's the PSA for the day. Or you're going to have someone like me. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go talk about slowing down to go fast. So during that session, I think it was with Tim Ottinger. Now they all become a mix when I go to too many of these meetups. And in there, he talked about slowing down to go fast. And they did a lot of study because he was talking about, and this is why he likes the mob programming. The mob programming eliminates handoffs because everyone's there. Everyone you need is there. Everyone from every part of the organization are in your mob to solve the problem. So what he's saying is that if you slow down, and one of the biggest costs are bugs. Like, for example, you ran a bug, or you wrote your code, you sent it off to a tester, they found a bug. That bug then goes through a cycle, whatever it could be. It could be a week long. I don't know what their backlog is for some other group to do testing and find bugs. They find a bug, it comes back to you. It says for another week or whatever to get worked, and then you work it, and then you send it out, and it still has potential for a bug. So his logic is to slow down. Slow down, get some mob programmers together, like the old XP type programming mentality. Look at it, make sure you got it right, and get it right the first time. So by slowing down and getting it right the first time, you're going to speed up the entire process, by the way, which is a very great revolutionary concept. I don't think it's been around forever, right? Because if we don't review it as many times, the work gets through quicker. If we speed up too fast, we're going to hit a blocker and have to go back and do it again. So his logic is if you slow down, do it right, make sure you code right, pair programming, mod programming, get what you need done right the first time. Do the code reviews, have other people work on it with you, a mob of people looking at it too at the same time. It's going to go out right the first time. And therefore, there is no more bugs. And he's saying that you can save up to 20% of your time just by slowing down. So by slowing down, you actually get 20% out more work out the door, potentially, based on bugs and the time it takes to do stuff. So, with that known, slow down to go faster. So that's his thing. If I post up the link I will share it. I like to do the graphic for you. I'll have to do the graphic. But again, slow down to go faster. And you might think, what? Just it's the loop. It's the do loop. My dog erased in my little time box. So it's the time, if I kind of were to draw this, and why slow down and go faster. So here's a little developer. Right? And he sends this code out there. Right? And then it goes into a, what's the waiting bin? I'm going to say waiting state. And it's got his code. 1 dots, right? So it's got his code in the waiting bin. And then somebody picks it up. Maybe a tester's over here. Nah, that's a bad tester. I'm just going to use another stick figure. Another stick figure. And tester's over here. And they take it, right? So this tester maybe spends 2 hours coding something. This tester spends 2 hours coding something, right? Problem is the tester found a bug. So it's waiting for 1 week right here. Tester finds a bug. Comes back and goes into their wait queue. And that's another week, or let's say a week. So if you were to do the value flow of just this operation, right? You spend 4 hours, and let's say it's sat here it's a 1 week queue. So it sits for 1 week. 1 week here. 1 week there's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, over 3 weeks or something like that. I don't know which one you put over the other one, but 3 weeks to 4 hours worth of coding. And what he says is if you don't have the bugs and it gets through, one, you don't need this queue. No, not needed. Because you did it right the first time. And then the other thing is you don't have all these extra queues, right? 3 weeks of queues for just 4 hours of development time. It's ridiculous. So why not make this 6 hours and do it right instead of taking 3 weeks to get the job done, which I totally love, right? So that's the thing about slowing down to get it done right. So that way it doesn't take all that time to get the work through the system. Now, my last thing that I'm going to talk about is coaching. Coaching, it can be as simple as this. Here's a coaching tip for anybody who wants to coach. If you are coaching someone, a Scrum Master, product owner, or a BA, or someone who hosts a ceremony, right? So let's just take, for example, a sprint review coming up. What I do is I will not even take it, but I will trigger my Scrum Master. I will say, hey, I'm going to be attending your sprint review. Just listen. Is there anything you want me to watch for? Did you get that? I am now teaming with my Scrum Master on helping them coach that session or facilitate by inviting them to tell you what to watch out for. 1, I'm building trust. 2, they have a partner in the problem, right? And what their solution is. And 3, I don't give them a chance to retrospect. So I'm doing the retrospective watching from observer from outside. I'm giving them a trusted partner. I'm not going to yell at them like, what do you mean your backlog's not ready? What do you mean someone's not demoing? I don't want to do that. It's like, you tell me what you want me to keep an eye out for, or anything you are concerned about during the ceremony. So all it does is take us a little email. When you're going, you send them a little email. Say, hey, Jane, I'm going to be attending your daily scrum. Is there anything you would like me to observe for or look for during daily scrum to tell you if I see any of that happening? This is you helping to facilitate or be an observer and give some feedback back to the person. So now you're scrumming, now you're coaching. One, you're getting them to think themselves, what would I like to have my coach look for? And we're way over the 15-minute mark. We gotta quit. So, but that was the last item I want to give you. So think about that when you coach next time. Just go out and say, hey, what would you like me to keep an eye out for and let you know if I see it during your ceremony? It's a great coaching tip. It's simple. It's a one-liner, and it makes the person doing it think about the ceremony and not just keep going faster and faster and faster. It slows them down. You see how they connect? Slows them down, makes them think about it, and offers yeah or no. But it makes them wonder, hey, maybe I should be thinking about what's going on here. Mental games. All right, with that, we're going out of here because we're at the 16-20 second mark. Give us a thumbs up if you like the show. We're more than 15 minutes. Ring the little bell. But that's what happens when you go on a tangent and you go on a pet peeve thing. That's why we don't let that happen during our daily scrums. Anyway, you have an awesome day. Happy scrumming. Enjoy it. And see you tomorrow. Bye. See ya.